The Lands of Icaria invites players into the realm of Icaria, an endless space of floating islands containing new environments, creatures, and resources to plunder. Players can explore the realm's ties to ancient Greek mythology and uncover the many secrets, dangers, and rewards the land has on offer. Traversing into the Nether seems like the last place to visit for entering Icaria. However, a mysterious new foe has entered this hellish domain. These pyromancers are one of the many members of a greater force from the new land, and somehow have begun populating the Nether. Regardless of their intentions, the pyromancers hold the secrets to unlocking passage into Icaria, although obtaining this can prove challenging. With this item in hand, and a supply of quartz blocks available, players must turn to the ancient Greek architecture to assemble the portal frame and gain safe passage into Icaria. Upon arrival, the player is greeted to the realm of Icaria and its ever-expansive islands. These islands have small but varied biomes, containing its own native flora and fauna. Below the surface of these floating masses lays multiple stone segments, exposing some of the realm's natural resources and beauty. Across the islands, Icaria exhibits many elements of ancient Greek mythology, from the creatures to the foods and resources that the realm contains. The realm's natural geology is tougher than that of the overworlds. Even a diamond or netherite pickaxe are not as effective on the stonework than they should be. Evidently, players must turn to utilising the realm's materials to extract any of the stones or ores Icaria holds. Initially, the first couple of layers are within easy reach. Each layer marks a new stone type and set of ores to mine out. These stone layers are also the sites to finding crystals, natural materials that serve for various crafting recipes. Descending further in the islands reveals tougher stone types, ores, and more crystals to extract. The journey to the lower levels of these islands, however, comes with its risks, be it from the natural elements or from deadly creatures. One slight misstep, and the void will welcome any visitors. The Lands of Icaria boast a diverse range of creatures to come across. Mammals roam the grasslands, ravenous predators are on the hunt for their next meal, and more fantastical creatures make rare appearances above and along the island layers. However, what Icaria also holds is an old but foreign culture, one that has become stranded within Icaria's skies and have made their move. The Revenants are the only form of civilization in Icaria, or what remains of one. The first of their kind have already made their mark across the Nether, being just one of the units the Revenants have at their disposal. Little is known about them, except the ruined settlements they continue to dwell in. Here lies many of the Revenants' population, safeguarding their forgotten treasures and buildings from outsiders, whilst other stragglers have been reshaped by the realm's elements. Though their crumbled dwellings suggest otherwise, Revenants are organised, led by the captain of their settlement, who will stop at nothing to keep their villages under their control. Despite their continued survival, Revenants have to contend with other deadly adversaries. Arachnes. Vile arachnids and their drone hatchlings have established nesting grounds within some of the Revenants' abandoned villages. What they lack in strength, the arachnids' numerous hatchlings keep a firm grip on their nest. Beyond the confines of the Revenants' villages, the forest hags are the wardens of the realm's forests, and are highly protective of the trees they dwell with. It's apparent that Icaria contains its own set of challenges, not only from its inhabitants, but from the natural environment. Fortunately, The realm's array of resources provides many uses for the player, including the ability to assemble 4 new workstations. The Forge is Icaria's form of a multi-use blast furnace. Its most common application is for forming ingots from the world's ores, but it does more than that. The Forge is also responsible for the creation of alloys and can salvage metal nuggets from melting down gear. The next workstation, the Kiln, also uses the heat's energy to turn Icaria's sands into glass and hardened storage vases to be used as elaborate storage containers. There's the Grinder, a station that breaks down blocks and items into a simpler form. What's more, the Grinder could output twice the quantity than doing it manually. The fourth workstation, the Kettle, is responsible for brewing a manner of concoctions. Players can retrieve scrolls, relics kept within revenant settlements that contain recipes for distilling magical items. As for the player, they can use the realm's resources to craft stronger weapons and discover new ways for approaching combat. Icaria provides 5 armor sets and 6 tool sets to craft. Included in the tool arsenal is 3 new tools provided by Icaria's resources. There's the Bident, a weapon that, like the Trident, serves as a powerful throwable weapon, but is just as formidable for melee combat. Players who prefer speed over power could turn to the Dagger, a lighter, faster weapon, but involves riskier, close encounters with the enemy. Scythes, on the other hand, is a multi-purpose tool in Icaria, capable of tilling the realm's soils, removing leaves, but is also an effective weapon to keep enemies at bay. In addition to the tools and armor, players can source other weapons for combat. The Greek fire grenade is all too familiar to those who have engaged with the Revenant pyromancers. Besides its purpose in accessing Icaria, they serve as deadly explosives, being a perfect taste of the pyromancer's own medicine. Icaria's lands also withhold 6 spells to use for combat or supportive roles. Spells are either devised from scrolls or located within the Revenant's villages. The anti-gravity spell in particular is quite useful in Icaria, not only for levitating targets, but blocks too. Don't know about anyone else, but this is fun to just send the enemy into the void. From stepping into the new land to pilfering through the ruins of a Revenant village, the Land of Icaria is packed with adventure, mythology, and loot that provides all sorts of players something new and exciting to chase for. Whether it's finding a new spell scroll or encountering a rare mini-boss, Icaria always has something fresh to be on the lookout for. Small it may seem to other dimension mods, the realm is laid with many resources, mechanics, and discoveries, enough to easily begin a life in the skies of Icaria.